Now I'm going to share with you the screen for today's session. Let's get ready. And here we go. Okay. Now, going through the summary of yesterday, we learned about how we can become more money conscious. People have their own scarcity story. ऐसे हुआ था तब इसके लिए I have become like that. You know, certain reasons why they have that mindset. The idea is not of having a scarcity situation or a poverty situation or a debt situation. The idea is how much time do you want to stay there? Do you want to get out of it? For that, you'll have to shift your mindset, because before you actually start seeing results, you will have to first accept, believe, and see it here. Like Napoleon, you know, there's a very beautiful saying, if you can see it and believe it, you can achieve it. And best of the best things, which are any kind of tangible things, first have been visualized. They have been conceived in imagination. Yes, whether it is an aeroplane, whether it is any object in front of you. So going ahead with today's session, overcoming money, blocks, and fears. Take a good look at this gentleman. His name is Mr. John Goddard. Now, what this gentleman did was, because see, we get more than 60,000 thoughts in a day, it's impractical to note down all of them. By the time you go to the restroom and you get a fabulous idea, and you're like, wow, this idea is fantastic. You come out and you realize the idea is already evaporated. How many of you have ever experienced that? Like, you step into the restroom, like either for a shower or you go into the kitchen or you're driving, this idea is very nice. But by the time you process it, within 2 to 3 minutes, it's gone, it's vanished. How many of you have experienced what I'm talking about over here? If you have, just, I'll activate the chat box. Just type me in the comments. ऐसा हुआ है किसी के साथ? Yes, हुआ है. So what this guy did, he wrote down all his goals. And writing increases the chances of winning, according to Brian Tracy. What this guy said was, now, Brian Tracy is the pioneer in the personal development space. Many of you must have seen or read his book, Eat That Frog. So John Goddard, what he said was, and by the way, he ended up achieving 131 out of 157 of his goals, which is a huge percentage conversion. He said, if you really know what you want out of life, it's amazing how opportunities will come to enable you to carry them. The question is, do you really know what you want? Many of us don't. We just steer through life. During midlife, we realize this is not the life that we wanted. We didn't want to become a CA, chartered accountant, engineer, IAS officer. I'm leading someone else's dream. And then they are faced with a midlife crisis. John insisted to dream big. All his dreams were, which is a huge percentage conversion. He said, if you really know what you want out of life, it's amazing how opportunities will come to enable you to carry them. The question is, do you really know what you want? Many of us don't. We just steer through life. During midlife, we realize this is not the life that we wanted. We didn't want to become a CA, chartered accountant, engineer, IAS officer. I'm leading someone else's dream. And then they are faced with a midlife crisis. John insisted to dream big. All his dreams were big. छोटे सपने देख के किसका फायदा हुआ है? वो तो आप वैसे ही पूरा ही कर दोगे. Whether it is food, clothing, shelter, basic education, everybody is striving for that basic stuff. Now, when Mr. Robin Sharma had come down to Mumbai, I was speaking about Mr. Robin Sharma yesterday. He shared with us a very beautiful thing. He said, make sure you take your children to a 5-star hotel and make them have food there. In that restaurant, make them have food there. Just in case if you cannot afford food at a 5-star, no problem, go to the coffee shop. Go to the coffee shop and have food or have a coffee at the coffee shop. In case you cannot afford a coffee, also things are tight, finances are tight, situations are troublesome. In case you cannot afford a coffee at the coffee shop, make sure you take your children to the ambience in that lobby. Why? Because when the child experiences such kind of ambience or the environment, what meets the eye is reality. Hoga hi nahi, to dikhega nahi. They won't even dare or think that such things exist, so they won't even dare to dream big. Like the advertising line goes, jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. And at the same time, he says, take your child to a local dhaba also, so that the child can lead luxury and humility in balance. What a fantastic combination. If you go to sea, luxury along with groundedness is very important. Do you think then such kind of children have a better chance of sustaining that wealth? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. And hence, it's important for us also to learn the same. So, how many of you are aware of Mr. Grant Cardone? He has written the book, The 10X Rule. He's an amazing sales guy, an entrepreneur in the USA. Yes, how many of you have heard? If you have, just type me in the comments. Okay. Yes, you have. So, what this fantastic genius mind Grant Cardone says, he says, say, for example, if you have a financial goal to make 1 lakh rupees per month, do not keep it as 1 lakh rupees per month. He says, make it 10 lakh rupees a month and take 10x efforts. The catch is in taking 10x efforts. Why? Because there are chances that when you aim for 10 lakhs, you will not hit 10 lakhs. You will hit little below 10 lakhs, but way, way, way above 1 lakhs. 1 lakh. So then will a little bit more money coming your way help you or harm you? Would you like that money? Would you want to invite that money? Definitely. So he says, raise the bar and raise your efforts. Don't just sit there thinking, oh, now I have written down 10 lakh rupees or whatever I should get. There was this regular question. I had made a reel also on this. The person says, ma'am, I have written in my goals book, in my affirmations, that I have earned this much. But ma'am, the money did not come. So I asked him, what you did? What efforts? No, ma'am, nothing. I just wrote, no, but exactly specific. I said, आपने एक्शन क्या किया? मेहनत मतलब आपने किया? नहीं मैम, लिख लिया और हर रोज चैंटिंग करता हूँ, I have 10 lakh. ऐसा नहीं चलता law of attraction. I mentioned to you, I shared with you yesterday, the law of attraction is not different from the law of creation or the law of karma. See, even when a baby is hungry and only when the baby cries, that is when the mother feeds the baby milk. Right? So, in the same way, you will have to take action. Now, going further ahead, I'm going to share with you this sheet, or rather, before this sheet, I want you to answer me, like I shared with you yesterday, because I was, being more spiritually aligned, I was scared to make money. What if I get drifted from my spiritual path? Was my fear. Moreover, I had one more fear of making money, that what if I'm not able to balance my home, my family, my child, and if I get distracted in money making, or I'm not able to balance my responsibilities, then I may not feel worthy, or I might feel guilty later on. The mother's guilt, like they say. I want to know, what are your fears when it comes to making money? Now, I know of many people previously who had attended the workshop. They said they had this one fear where they felt that they may develop bad vices or companionship. They might get arrogant, or they may not be able to balance family time, or maybe relatives will come asking for money, that now that you're rich, please help us also. Another person said taxation. And one of the best answers was, ma'am, buri nazar lag jayegi, which is freely available in India. Freely. I want to know, what are your fears relating to more money? As long as it's making you fearful, or if it is there even 0.1%, if it is existing for you, which means it is true for you, you don't need to judge yourself, just share it over here. Yes, absolutely, Rajesh. Having no time for growing child and not being able to give him father-son time. Thank you for sharing. Have no fear. So for people who are saying they have no fear, maybe they have not identified it. The very fact that you and I are there in this workshop only means there's a lot more to grow. Now, according to Dr. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, what he says is the human needs are based in this pyramid shape, where the basis is security. Security of food, clothing, shelter, education, basic needs. When people say they have no fear, they have not identified it. Because humans are born with only two fears: the fear of falling or the fear of loud noises. All the other fears are simply man-made or imitated fears. Complication of the wrong people attaching to you, good one. Das Gupta, no time for family. Fear of people who join not stable, might be overwhelming. My fear is that I won't have enough time for my daughter. She has only me to take care of her. Thank you for sharing. Probably asking for more than what is possible. What if you're asking for less than what you deserve? Yeah. Okay, more stress with money, fear of loss of that money, whether I can maintain the amount earned, fear of losing it. Yes. How to identify the fear, knowing what is stopping you from going ahead. Maybe fear of going through the pain of earning money. Discomfort, stress, overwhelm. Good one. My fall due to arrogance after I am rich. Thank you very much for sharing your honest responses. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a sheet. I'm going to share with you that sheet. This is known as the Money Miracles sheet, also known as the self-analysis technique of money manifestation, of identifying what you're going to do with that money. Have you known of people who have money but who don't want to spend that money? Now, don't reveal any names here. Just a humble request. Yeah. Yes. Priya, can you repeat the two fears? Fear of falling and fear of loud noises. Yes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you the screen. You will be answering only the first category of questions. Okay. 5 things you want to have with the help of more money. Now, 5 things you want to have, I'm referring to the intangible things. Like yesterday we discussed respect, happiness, peace, joy, kindness, helpful nature, reputation, status, impact, influence, significance. These are some of the things that come to my mind. I'm giving you 10 seconds to answer this for yourself. Identify and write down for yourself. Like my mentor says, the person who interacts and engages the most is able or is in a position to apply the most with speed. 5 things you want to have with the help of more money. 10 seconds to you. Once you're done, please type done in the comments. Only the first category we will be answering now. Okay. Influence. Okay. Okay, done. Peace, helpful nature, power. Good one. Yes. To be able to educate financially weaker section. So that will come. That will come in the second category. I mentioned about more of intangible things. So that is, that you're offering your volunteering, charity. Okay. Freedom. Yes. Happiness, respect, self-dependency, love. Lovely. Love. Yes. To a great extent, I agree. Good love. Good love. Okay, what is good love? Helping people, power, influence, freedom, helping good life, helping people, satisfaction, luxury. Okay, thank you. Helping my brother, mother who are students, charity. Great, thank you very much for your responses. Now, this is a true incident that was narrated by one of our elders in our family. It was shared to us that this one gentleman who had seen a very difficult life and he was, money was quite tight. He even managed to scrape the skin of his knees to do work like working at somebody's homes, and he made then a fortune for himself. But whatever money he collected as savings, he never ever gave it to anybody, not to his children. He never invested it anywhere, nothing. When the time came to utilize that money, to put it somewhere, this gentleman, when he went to take that money, he touched that heap of money and that money came crashing down like powder because white ants had eaten up his money. The universe has a fantastic way of snatching away from you whatever you don't utilize, whether it is your money, your memory, your muscle, your power, your love, anything. So you will have to make sure that you utilize it. So moving further ahead, 5 things you want to do with the help of more money. You want to travel the world. If you're someone like me who wants to settle spiritually away with their guru, or do acts of charity, take your children abroad, get them educated, or invest in better education, take care of your health with the resources. I don't know what's your truth. You will tell me 5 things that you want to do with the help of more money. Build a great home, buy a new car, pay off any kind of loans or debts are some examples that come to my mind. And once you're done, please type down. 10 seconds to you. traveling, buying a home, education of child, investing better, buying a luxury car, helping, uplifting people, investing in spiritual films. Lovely, lovely, Sunil Rai. That's a good one. I've heard it for the first time. Travel, paying loan. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Exploring world and multiplying in business. Lots of properties. Upsell. Yeah. The real estate market. Yeah. Travel, get dream motorcycle. And which one is that? Other. Which one is your dream motorcycle? Fund my wedding. Yes, good one. Debt free. Social projects, financial freedom. Great. Thank you very much. Helping stray animals. Beautiful. Adopting a girl child. Good thought. Ninja age 2. Okay. Thank you very much. I came across a line where this line sent chills down my spine. And this line is when you are nearing the end of your life, on the last day of your life on earth, when you will be on your deathbed, the person that you are will meet the person that you could have become. Research shows that more than 95% of humans lead a life of regret, and they only realize it towards the end of their lives. It's so sad. I don't want you to be one of them. एक ही तो जिंदगी है. Okay, so my last question. 5 things that you want to be with the help of more money before you breathe your last. What do you want to be? You want to be more happier, you want to be more spiritual, you want to be more kinder, you want to be more adventurous, more joyous, more spiritual. What do you want to be? You know, there are so many people. I wish I had proposed to that crush of my life, to the love of my life. I wish I had taken that one chance. I wish I had told my boss not this. So many things are left unsaid, undone, unachieved. Yes. And once you're done, please type done. Empathetic, more spiritual, more charity, happy, spiritual again. Okay. Healthy, nice one. Gaining experience with travel, lovely, nice, very nice. More powerful, yes. Adventurous and spiritual, happy. In control of money, spiritual, total control. Okay. Singer, okay, nice, Shruti, good one. Thank you very much for your responses. While you all remember, I trust you remember, what was that one condition to be in the workshop, those 5 days, these 5 days, what was that one condition, guys? How many of you remember? Yesterday I had laid down one condition. What was that condition? Who remembers? Smiling is so free only. That is not a condition. That one condition, which I said is requested, as is told rather by my guru. Honesty, that's correct. That's correct. Hak halal ki hoy. You will not cheat, trouble, fool, manipulate, exploit, harass anybody for their money. Yes. So I have a question for all of you. Do I have your permission to ask you the question now? Yes? Okay, great. Now that you answered all these questions, you've answered somewhere around 15 answers approximately or more. My question to you is, where are all your fears now? Where are all your fears? Nowhere. Mind. Gone. Okay. Gum. Gum. Someone is writing dhoom and gum. Okay. Not thinking about it. I promise I didn't do anything. I promise I didn't do anything. What you did here was you simply took your power away and you pushed away the destructive, non-constructive, lesser progressive thoughts, and you pulled your power and you pulled your energy away towards more constructive, progressive, and happier state thoughts of what you can do with that money. Hence proven, energy flows where your focus goes, where your attention goes. This is the same way fortunes are built. This is the same way fortunes are destroyed. It's your energy. So somebody was asking how to align energy. This is the way. By focusing on things which matter, not which make you fearful. Because fear attracts fear. Guilt attracts guilt. Desperation attracts more desperation. Anxiety attracts more anxiety. Gratitude attracts more gratitude. Happiness attracts more happiness. Abundance attracts more abundance. Energy flows where your attention goes. You can ask me your questions towards the end. So now my next question to all of you is this. Firstly, for how many was this a bulb on moment? Please type BO in the comments. Because I learned this the hard way. I was focusing on things which were making me scared. For example, if somebody is facing any health issue, it is a very natural human tendency to focus on that area of your body which is causing the trouble. But what if you seize your power and your energy back and just focus on the healing part? Do you think then your body has a faster chance of healing? The same is with money, because money is energy. Your body has energy. Your thoughts are just because we can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Even love does not exist, but it is there. Even hatred we can't see, but it is there. So, how many of you now observe this? I'm going to ask you two questions. The first question is going to have certain yeses. The next question is going to have a flood of yeses. Are you ready? Participation compulsory hai, and smiling be compulsory hai. How many of you know how to smile? Because it is for free, you should smile. You never know kab is pe bhi taxation aa jaye. All right. My first question to you is this. By any chance, in the past or currently, have you ever been jealous, secretly jealous of somebody? If yes, please type yes in the comments. Some people are like, jealousy? What are you talking? I don't even know that term. मैंने first time सुना है. ये होता क्या है? Some people. My next question. Somebody, no. I saw one no. Okay. No, another second no. Fantastic. No, never been jealous. No. Okay, there are so many people in this batch saying no, no, ma'am, no. ये तो पाप हो जाएगा हमारे से. My second question. Do you know of anybody who has been jealous of you or is currently jealous of you? You sense their vibe. Yes, now see the flood of yeses. See how it's flowing. See the chat box. Somebody's written S with elongated S. Yes, there you go. So all my family members are jealous of you and you're not jealous of anyone. This is Bikramjit Ghosh. Okay, no, okay. So see, when a person is progressing, getting promotions or traveling abroad, what is the question? What is a thought that comes to anybody's mind? Okay, that's human nature. Like, I'm also working equally hard or maybe more, but how is that person progressing, making so much of profit, getting promotion, nayi gaadi, new jewelry, abroad travel, very nice, नया घर, इतना पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है? Correct, Shruti, absolutely. Yes, you often get this in mind, Vinu ji says. So see, when the person is progressing, the person is focusing on his or her money energy, yes or yes, right? And an energy game ultimately, right? So the person is focusing on his or her money energy. You are also focusing on that person's money energy, yes or yes. So where will the growth happen, there or here? Correct. उसको इतना increment कैसे मिला? There. No prizes for guessing. There. See, in today's fast-paced life where family members don't spend time with each other, somebody is taking out time from their precious schedule and putting energy towards somebody else's promotion, progress. So that person should be actually thanking this person. Thank you for taking out time, for giving me your energy. I'm progressing. So if at all in the future you meet anybody who might be jealous of you, you might feel that the person is jealous of you, all you need to, in मन में उनको जाके बोल मत देना, उनको मन में thank you बोल दीजिएगा. Thank you. The person is taking out. So jealous people are generous people. Please type this down in the chat box. Jealous people are generous people. They're taking out time from their earthly contract, from their physical presence and giving you their energy. और आपको क्या चाहिए? आजकल मैकडॉनल्ड्स भी 1+1 देता है, ये तो आपको ऐसे ही फ्री में दे रहा है. Right? Just in case you are on the other side of the table, you may be, say, jealous of somebody. all you need to do is just bless them. What will you do? Simply bless them, because the Bible says whatever you bless becomes double for you. You cannot succeed, please hear me correctly, otherwise ये money manifestation, कोई भी manifestation कोई काम का नहीं होगा. You cannot succeed if you cannot be happy in the progress of others. Period. To share with you, there was this one particular this car, what's Mercedes Maybach, some 3.54 crores on road, this white color gleaming beauty. It entered our building and it's so huge. Okay, so it extends from one wall of my room to another wall, and the back door, when they opened it, looked like a massive chariot. So these, Mercedes executives came in a nice black coat and all. They handed over the key of the car to the owner, and the owner's, the look on his face was something different. And the kids were running around the new car. And looking at all of this, I was feeling very happy. I was smiling year to year. Somebody commented, "Why are you feeling so happy? You're feeling happy as though it's your own car." To which I had to reply, "You never know kab ho jaye. You never know. Bless the person. No point of feeling jealous, because otherwise if you're feeling jealous or upset, jo hai wo bhi chhina jayega. You'll be burning your blood for free. Your health, which will get spoiled, separate. Go and then you'll be paying to the doctors. So it'll be a wastage of time, money, efforts, resources, health, a total scarcity situation then. Okay. So the question is, you mean to say to bless people, to bless prosperous people, or who is jealous of you? To bless prosperous people. Who is jealous of you, tell them thank you. उसने समय निकाला ना अपने आप. जो व्यक्ति है उस बेचारे ने समय निकाला आपके लिए, और क्या चाहिए आपको? Yeah. So see, this happens even in the case of, so there was this one lady, a couple that had come to me many years back. This couple was not conceiving. Over 11 years of marriage, it was not, they were not conceiving because of some medical issue. The lady had been recommended or suggested a medical treatment which she did not want to undergo. So when she came to me, she was in the corporate job and her work was quite stressful. So it's my job to ask her. So I asked her, "Ma'am, how do you feel when you see any pregnant woman or when you see a child with their parent?" She had a very rigid body language. Okay, so she goes like, "I feel very bad. I feel why God did that with me only." She was holding back a lot of emotions. Her body language was quite obvious. So I asked her, "Ma'am, if I ask you to do something for yourself, will you be able to do it?" She said, "Tell me." I requested her, if next time she sees any pregnant woman or if she sees a child or small toddler, can she just go and tell that child, "God bless you," or at least tell congratulations to the pregnant woman? She said, "Absolutely not. What do you think?" She banged the table and she walked off. Her husband apologized. He said, "Sorry, ma'am, she's quite upset," which is fine. She's quite upset. And I'll try to see, I'll try to make her do. I said, "Okay, sure." After a few days, the husband calls up and says that they had gone to a nearby mall. There she spotted a pregnant lady. She did attempt to go and congratulate that lady, but she stopped midway. It was very overwhelming for her. She began to cry and they had to leave the mall and come back. Quite understandable. It's not easy. A few days later, the husband calls up again and says that they had gone to a local restaurant for dinner. And there she spotted a small girl, a toddler, with her parents walking hand in hand, with those shoes making that sounds. That's when it caught her attention. So that's when she, without asking from the parents their permission, this lady rushes to the child. She bends down to the height of the child. She hugs the child and begins to cry and tells her, "God bless you, God bless you, God bless you." Okay. 2.5 months later, exactly 2.5 months later, the husband calls me up and tells me, "Ma'am, congratulations, we are pregnant." A few months later, he calls up and says, "Ma'am, badaiyo, hamare ghar mein Lakshmi aayi." You cannot be happy if you are not happy in the happiness or success of others, period. भूल जाओ अपनी success. So, all right. Take down today's affirmation. I am an irresistible money magnet. 21 times in front of the mirror, or 21 times you can even write this down with a blue pen only. You can now post your questions inside the chat box. And yes, there is something more I'd like to share with you. Yesterday I shared with you that Sang ka rang lagne mein der nahi lagti. That's what my guru has said. I was in this particular mastermind group, and you know how people in a particular group can influence you, can impact you. So I will really request you, that whoever you're mingling with, you need to be with people who are just in general happy people. Some may be successful too, but it's not necessary that every successful person is happy. But happy people by nature are successful. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Just type me in the comments. Achha. Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. And ये तो बहुत डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया मिस्टर वाही ने. ये कहानी घर घर की यहाँ पे मत कीजिए, नहीं तो एक सेशन अलग से लेना पड़ेगा. Somebody is asking what about an unhappy spouse. See, you need to understand what are their insecurities, where are they coming from. So I learned one thing. It was through a Buddhist practice which I was many years back doing before I got spiritually initiated. They say whenever a person is behaving mean towards you or is unhappy in general, please pray for that happiness. Because a happy person will never ever spread unhappiness. You have to pray for their happiness. दुआओं ने तो destinies बदल दी है. Yes. Is there something behind blue pen? Yes, Vivek, I will share with you. So primarily, there's a lot of fear in the market. अब red pen से लिखोगे तो ही लक्ष्मी छन छन करके आएगी. हरे पेन से लिखोगे तो ही लक्ष्मी आएगी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. ऐसे तो all the class teachers who correct with red tick marks, you should be getting full marks then. Nothing like that. So blue is a neutral color. Nothing wrong will go with blue. Take the step of faith, no fear, please. When you're in the MMM or in the MMA, that is at 21 days, fear is out. No fear. Yes, absolutely, Diksha. Okay, so in the meanwhile, so I was talking about this mastermind group. So everybody in that group, they had a MacBook. And one day, and I was using a Windows Dell laptop. So one day it got to me. I'm like, why? Why do you guys use a Mac? Is it because it looks cool? It is a status symbol? It's a show off? What is it? I asked them very directly. So they said, nahi, aisa kuch bhi nahi hai, Kashish. It's just that we make a lot of videos. The processing on a Mac is way faster as compared to Windows laptop. I said, cool. Even I make a lot of videos. And even I will just write in my goals book that I own a MacBook or I have a MacBook, something like that. That's where I made the biggest mistake. Ask me what in the comments. Thank you for asking me what. I was speaking on the phone with one of my clients at night, and the Dell laptop was kept besides my feet, and I accidentally kicked off my Dell laptop, which I had not taken a backup of that data which was there in that laptop. And how many of you know that in today's fast-paced world, data is a bloodline of any business, of any online business? So everything gone. All the years mehnat gone. So I called up my Dell technician guy at night only, and I asked him, ye ho gaya, kya kare? He said, don't worry, ma'am, I'm there. Don't worry, I'll handle it. I said, chalo, theek hai. The next day he came with his senior. He said, sorry, ma'am, the Dell laptop cannot be repaired and the data cannot be retrieved. In fact, the cost of repairing the Dell laptop is equivalent to buying a new laptop. I knew who the culprit was. करना क्या था, वापस जाना पड़ा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक शॉप में. very naturally I gravitated towards the Windows section first. नहीं Mac की तरफ कौन सा? So because human tendency again. So I went to the Windows section first. I saw the rates, I saw the pricing, the offers. Okay. Now मन ने कहा एक बार मैक की तरफ देख तो लो, लिखा भी है, मेहनत करके देख लो जाके. So I went. That day I received a fantastic offer from the Mac guys, a 40,000 rupees flat discount, and I got the Mac at the cost of a Dell laptop or of a Windows laptop. Whatever you want can literally happen. Don't make a mistake like me. Take a backup of whatever you want initially before manifesting something like that. How many of you would like to see the manifestation of that? Yes? If you would like, just type me in the comments. Great, thank you very much. Here you go. Take a look. And yeah. तुझे क्या गम तेरा रिश्ता गगन की बांसुरी से गम की गुफ्तगू से है सूरज की रोशनी से डरियो ना डरियो कर बतानी 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 पढ़ियो ना मुड़ियो कर नादानी मुड़ियो ना डरियो कर बतानी 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 पढ़ियो ना मुड़ियो. All right, so yeah, this is what I experienced, and literally you need to be in a state of joy, happiness, if at all you want to manifest anything. Yes. नहीं था ना विनायक जी उस टाइम पे, अगर आप मिले होते तो ये तो डेटा अभी तो गया ना. नेक्स्ट टाइम we'll God forbid if required, Vinayak ji will connect with you. What to do with the person who has also problem, sickness all the time, how to avoid those things. We have to deal with them the whole day. That's true. I'll come to your question. R. Santakshmi, please help me if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Do I have your permission, guys? Of course, I'm not going to share any details of the 21 days workshop yet, but can I share with you the feedback of those people who have completed the 21 days? Do I have your permission to do so? If yes, please type a yes in the comments. Yes. Great, thank you. Yesterday, I shared with you that a parent manifested his child's admission where he had been told, please don't come, don't waste our time. Also, the administrative department told them, please go. Literally, please go, because things were like that. This is that parent's manifestation. Priyank Goradia. Hello, Kashish ma'am. I was never aware getting what you need from the universe is so easy. My son wanted admission in NMIMS Mumbai for BTech Computer Science. It's really difficult to get admission in the same branch due to very high demand, very, very high demand, and very, very limited seats. We tried a lot, gone multiple times, but from management and administrators' side, they told us it's 100% you will not get admission in same course. Do not come and apply for it. My son lost the hope and focused on other college with other courses. We have also taken admission in another college with information technology. Just a humble request, Mr. P.R. Bharat, do not sketch your beautiful sketches on the screen. But I never lost hope. I trusted the process and kept the faith and manifested. Also visualized. Yesterday you had written your story, your script with visualization. Visualized him going to the same college. You won't believe, it's a miracle. We got offer letter on 11th. And on 12th afternoon, we got the admission in NMIMS College of Engineering with his favorite subject of computer science. And that also last seat available for us, only super, super happy. I just did what you teach us. Trust the process, ask and believe it, and get it. Of course, you have to be patient. I'm really thankful for wonderful and very important lesson you teach us. My life. Okay, also 2 more miracles happened that he would be sharing. You can see the number of cheers this person has got in the group. You know, sometimes strangers cheer for you more than your own people. Why किसी के साथ ऐसा? Yes. Anybody into businesses over here, self-employed people? If yes, please type a yes in the comments. So this is one feedback from Mr. Mukesh Patel. I think he's from Surat, Gujarat. He says, Kashish ma'am, one miracle happened with me. I met a big builder in January 2022 for his project sites. He's a very big person. Now today he tried to connect me from my contact details, but unfortunately my phone was out of coverage area, so he mailed me. Just now I talked with him and he called me to come on Monday and start all sites. It's more than 50 lakh project sites. Still, I'm confused how this miracle happened. He finalized the deal on phone call only and sent me the photo of checkouts. जो चाहोगे वो मिलेगा, सिर्फ थोड़ी चीजें ध्यान में रखनी है, इंटेग्रिटी रखनी है ध्यान में, work with faith and leave the rest, because anyway the outcome is never ever going to be in your hand. Anybody into service based industry, you can be a nutritionist, you can be a tarot card reader, you can be into any service based industry from here, any makeup artist, things like that. Yes, even healing can be, but the person has to be ready to receive that healing. So there's this one lady, she's a nutritionist, her name is Kamna Bhandari. I'm going to share with you her feedback. Take a look.
Hello, and just as we've been taught by Kashish, I would first like to offer gratitude to the universe that I was able to do this MMA program. And, as she says, there's nothing that happens by coincidence. You are here. If you've done this, it's for a reason. You have been attracted to it. What I would like to say about the program is it's very true to the words. It's tangible, it's objective, it's doable. What makes this program absolutely special is Kashish ma'am herself, her energy, her vibes, and the way she looks out for you. The highlight of the program and what I really liked about it is that there was so much of support from the technical team, from the back end, from the people in the group, and from Kashish ma'am herself, being at any time of the hour, her patience that she really answers each and every question that you have, even if it's been asked repeatedly, and it's so beautifully designed and structured. It's a very powerful program. I myself had felt the shift in the energy, and I'm going to go, way ahead with this program. I love it, and it's going to take you a long, long way. So MMA all the way. Thank you.
So this was Kamna. So with this, we come to the end of today's session. Your questions, please. And how many of you did receive your... So Mr. John, I'm not going to reveal any kind of detail, any kind of information. Yes, of course, the idea is to share with you what lies ahead for you, but not